Hello, today we've got a CGC unboxing, but these are not books that I bought myself. I saw an opportunity when I saw these on eBay for sale, and I don't think anybody was bidding, and it had a pretty low minimum bid, so I'm like, why don't I just pick these up as a fun experiment to see what we can do with these. These books I got for $200, all 10 slabs, and they look like they could be improved. I think just to send these to CGC with shipping and everything is probably over $300 into these books. And I got them for $200. So if I can just improve the grades a little bit, maybe we can turn a little bit of profit. But there's some books in here that I like that I might keep for my own personal collection. So I don't know what these books are going to look like in person. So let's unbox these together. We'll go over each one by one, and see whether it's worth a clean and a press on each one. As we go, I'll put the dollar amounts on the screen of what they're worth now and what I think the potential value could be after a clean and press. And then we'll decide which ones to crack. And then we'll do an unboxing when they come back and show what the results were. So let's go ahead and get into this thing and see what we got in here, because I think there's more than meets the eye to this situation. Okay, so let's see what's in here together. Now, I have a feeling this guy submitted the books without clean or press, was disappointed in the grades, and decided just to sell them off instead of trying to sell them individually. So it's a very good possibility that he opened it up from CGC, took a look at the grades, didn't even pull them out of the box maybe, and then just sold them, put them up for auction on eBay. So let's just go through them one by one here. Let's see if we can do this in the right order. Now, all 10 books are the first 10 issues. There's no surprises here. I'm not going to try and surprise you. Let's just start at the beginning. And the first book we have, number 1, which is probably the biggest book of the bunch, right? Transformers, number 1, first printing, right here. And the pictures weren't great online, but they did look like, I read the notes on every one of them, and they looked like there was some room for improvement. This is a 7.0, which is certainly a very nice copy of this book. And so I'm going to get my glasses on, nerd out a little bit here. And I've got my light handy, so we'll see what we think about this book. Definitely some spine ticks, heavy ones that I could clean up. Corners are fairly sharp. So let's see if we can get an angle on the spine here for you. See that spine? See how we got quite a few ticks. Some bright color, some don't. But the corners, fairly sharp on this book, if you can see that. And overall, it looks like, if I was just to hold it up and take a look real quick, I would say this is an 8.5. That would be my initial assessment. So I'm sure there's something in the notes or something on the book that would make it a 7.0. Something is capping this book probably at 7.0. There's a little color breaking crease here on this top corner, but you can get a 9.0 with that. Let's see. Yeah, there's more ticks. Yeah, I see there's definitely some indentations in this book. There's some, looks like somebody's thumbnail was in the book a few times. Just some standard stuff. I don't see many color breaks though. So I'm going to assume this book could at least be an 8.0, maybe an 8.5. So I think getting this book to a 7.0, just initial assessment without actually looking at the numbers, I think this probably would be a good case to crack and press it. If we could somehow get an 8.5, I'm pretty sure there's a pretty good price jump there. So I'll put the numbers on the screen. But as of now, preliminary, we would think probably definitely a crack and press on this one. So let's get this number 2 out here. These are no super high dollar books, but these are some nice books with some value in the higher grades. So 6.5 on this one. Let's see why. Yeah, these are not cleaned and pressed, I can tell. None of these are. There's some soiling. There's some general wear. This one's got like a little bit of a water type thing going on here that can be cleaned up. I could certainly take care of that. And yeah, just general wear, but just glancing at it, I would say this book looks like, without looking at all the flaws, probably an 8.0, I would think, after clean and press. So getting from a 6.5 to an 8.0, we'll just have to run the numbers and see if that's worth it. If not, we'd probably just hold on to it or sell it as a 6.5. Oh, let me turn the press off. I just happen to be pressing a book right now. All right. I'm actually finishing up a submission right now. I think I've got Transformers #1 in the press right now. That's very cool. That's a coincidence. So yeah, this one we'll just have to run the numbers on the screen and we'll see what we're at and just make a decision. But yeah, definitely once again, one that has not been cleaned or pressed that we can improve. So let's just go through these a little bit quicker now. I don't want to make this too long of a video. We've got number 3. And oh yeah, this one is pretty banged up. You can see that spine. Once again, this looks like about an 8.0, 7.5, somewhere in that range. I think I could definitely certainly get it to 8.0, maybe 7.5. This is a 7.0. Once again, same type of deal on this one. Yeah, this actually looks pretty solid. The bones on this book look pretty solid. There's just some corners bent, you know. It's just got some overall pressable defects on it that I think I can clean up. You can see, you kind of see just the general, just where it's just kind of beat up a little bit. You can see kind of thumbprints or whatever, little bends. A lot of that's pressable. So once again, I think this one could be maybe a 9.0 on this one. Yeah, this one had 8.5, 9.0 for sure. So I'll run the numbers on that as well. So an 8.5, 9.0, would it be worth cracking and pressing this? We will see. All right, moving on to the next. We're about getting halfway through here. This is one that's, I don't think it's a huge key, but this one is a popular one. This one has very sharp corners, but a huge, just bent over along the top here. You know, once again, this one could be a 9.0. 9.0, 9.2 possibly. And let's just go ahead. Now, here's the biggest one of the bunch. As far as grade goes, the highest grade so far. We have 9.6 on this one. So let me take a look. Oh, this one has bends on the spine. Wonder why this one got 9.6 and all the other ones. It's got all the same, a lot of the same defects as those other books. It's definitely a cleaner book overall, though. Wow, there might only be one color breaking spine tick, and it's very tiny on this book. This could possibly be a 9.8. I don't think I would crack a 9.6 though. But this is a nice looking book. I don't think it deserves a 9.6, but it looks like a 9.2 or 4 for sure. So got a favorable grade on this one, I think. So I don't know if I would mess with that. But we'll run the numbers on it. I don't think it's a key, but I'd probably keep this one at 9.6 for sure. This is a key right here. First full appearance of Dinobots. This is also a newsstand. Yeah, this looks like an 8.5 or 9.0. It's got some spine ticks, color breaks there. Not a massive amount though. If you can kind of see there, it's got, a lot of the books have kind of this stuff right here along the top. Corners kind of look like that. But it's not like the books were super abused. They were just read a lot, right? So yeah, I think this one could be 8.5, 9.0, 9.2. So we'll put the numbers again on the screen. We'll see what we got. And a couple more. And a very cool cover here. Not a huge key, but it is a key, minor key. And also another newsstand, which is cool. And so this one got 6.5. This one might be the most damaged one of the bunch, defects-wise. It's got some soiling. It's just got a ton of non-color breaking ticks because it's a white back cover. This one looks like a 6.5 right here. This one probably could only squeeze up to a 7.5, I would think. So this probably would not be a crack in a press. Yeah, it's just crinkled all over the cover as well. It certainly can be cleaned, and I guess it could hit 8.0. See that in the middle? It's kind of the whole book's that way. I think 6.5 might be a generous grade on this book, actually. I think this looks more like a 5.5. One more, and this actually is my favorite book. Got the whole Transformers. Number 10. Devastator was the first combinatric, I don't know what you would call it. Devastator. I have Devastator behind me here. Let's see, actually, I can do this real quick. See right over here. See that? Pretty cool, huh? Devastator, number 10, 9.6. I don't have a 9.8 of this book. I definitely want a 9.8 of this book, but I do not have one yet. So that's definitely in the cards, hopefully. This book is a 7.0 and looks like 7.5, 8.0 right now. Yeah, this one could be a 9.0 too. Once again, same type of defects all over it. But yeah, I think that could get 9.0, 9.2, and it might be worth cracking the press. We'll just run the numbers, and if we break even or making money on a book, we'll probably do it. And I need the practice anyway, cleaning and pressing. So if I lose a little, make a little, who cares, right? You got to pay something for your admission to learn something, right? So yeah, so that's all 10 books. But yeah, oh, I missed one. How did I miss one? I missed this cool pink cover, number 6. It's got a slight, tiny beginnings of a spine roll. Just a bunch of little creases. Somebody wrote $2 up here in pencil. I can get that off, no problem. There's a rip here, tear. That's probably going to cap this book at about 8.0. So 7.0 to 8.0. We'll see if that's worthwhile. But yeah, really cool cover. If you're a helicopter guy or gal, you might like that on there. So yeah. So that's it, all 10 books. So I'll put the numbers on there. We'll make a decision on those, and then we'll have a follow-up video to this one. And that's the first unboxing I've done that wasn't my own submission. But I couldn't pass that up. $200 to get the first 10 Transformers books that look improvable with a clean and a press. Like I said, it would cost over $300 just to submit those. You know, when you combine them with shipping and all that other good stuff, right? By the time you get it back, you've spent $31, $32, maybe more. So yeah, I made money on the deal already. Even if I were just to sell these individually right now, I'd make a profit on them. But I'm not looking to do that. The main reason I got these books was I love, 1, Transformers, and 2, I thought I could improve these books and we could, you know, do a nice little fun experiment, make a video about it, and maybe just see what we can do. And maybe bigger books down the road, we can kind of do the same thing some more. I've already done a little bit of this, which you'll see in future videos that I'm waiting to come back from CGC. I did some pretty big books, and those should be back pretty much. I think they're being encapsulated right now. So it's like early mid-October 2022 now. I'll probably have those back by late October. So late October, early November, I should be doing that unboxing on a Sunday morning for you. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.